Hello everybody, I'm Fireweaver and with me I have Bartmoss, I guess.
Yes, that's how I call myself these days.
Okay, I'll try and remember it's Bartmoss and not your actual name. I
It
apologise
doesn't matter.
if I call you by your real name. But we're here in Civilization Beyond Earth to try our way at a co-op game. Could be interesting. This is going to be recorded over two channels. So Bartmoss has got a channel, Have Joystick Will Travel,
Right.
and you'll be able to see his point of view there. And we've got the game set up. Do you want me to go through the setup, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, I think it's best if you go through the setup and then we'll discuss what we'll pick and mix and match a little bit.
Okay. So for the map type, I've just gone for a basic protean map. It's one ocean and one big land mass. So we don't have to do too much overseas stuff. It's good for multiplayers as to keep it a bit more exciting. The map size is set to small, so we've got 6 players. The map train's set to the basic random. Game pace is standard. And everything else is default, so I wouldn't worry too much. You can see it on my screen. Um, in terms of the players, the AI is all set to random, and our difficulty is set to Gemini, which is set to hard. The AI is not in teams because the AI gets confused when you put them in teams, so that's why we're separating them out so that they get their personalities come across. But that's also why we bump the difficulty up. And from my discussions with Bart, is that we both haven't played this game in a while, so we're going to be very rusty.
Yeah, basically since the charity live stream we did, I played a little bit offline after that, but not a ton.
Yeah.
So, and especially not after the patch, which seems to have changed quite a lot of stuff.
Okay. How about you select your things first and then
Yes.
discuss what you want to do?
So I was thinking I usually go for like a sciencey approach in these games, being the geek type I am. But I figured this time I'm gonna go for the Pan-Asian Cooperative, which gets a bonus to production towards wonders and worker speed. So I'll be able to improve the landscape around my base and or our bases quite a bit. For the second one, the bonus you get, I'm thinking to go for production as well. To get the basically like a synergy towards wonder production. I don't know if that's really a good idea or not, but we'll see. Sounds smart, so it might be a horrible idea. For the starting bonus, I'm way more conflicted about this. They're all fairly good ones. The retrograde thrusters, especially, I kind of like.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's one I was going to
Yeah.
pick. Yeah.
I'm gonna go because that's what I usually pick. I'm going to go for the tectonic scanners, which allows me to see petroleum, geothermals, and titanium resources. Again, going into the production line of things. And for the starting, yeah, equipment, let's call. I'm gonna go for machinery, which is a worker unit. So that lets me use the fact that I get improved worker speed right off the bat, and lets me start improve the colonial area a little bit. Make life better for the Pan Asians in this new and unforbidden world.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what I'm going to go for. I actually don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Let's.
Neither did I. I just pretended.
I know there's a massive patch that has been in since I last played, so that might affect choices. Like for instance, I know that there's been massive changes to the way healthiness works in the game.
Yes.
So perhaps.
One other thing to really know is that previously trade routes were very, very powerful, and they have been nerfed quite a bit, which was frankly very necessary. But it means that previously it was a good idea to specialize on trade things, and this is more now, from what I read, brought more in line with everything else. So that's the other big thing to keep in mind.
I might go for a culture type deal here, so I might go for the Franco-Iberia. Gain the 1 free virtue every 10 virtues. That could be interesting just to try out and play.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, I could take artist to synergize.
Yes.
And I like the rest of your grade thrusters. I'm going to go for it because I
Mm-hmm.
just love that so much. On the last one,
It is probably a good idea, yes. I don't know if I will regret my choice, but, we'll see.
well, this one's a little tricky. I could begin with the extra soldier unit to be able to explore quicker and get those pods faster. Begin with clinic building or pioneering. I'm going to begin with the extra soldier unit, actually. That's what I'm going to go for. So I can move around and see where all the goody huts are fairly early on.
Okay. Sounds like a setup.
Cool. And now how do I hit start? I guess that'll be that. Alright, we may have to cut out the loading of this, but we'll see how quickly it loads. Ding! Oh, I should start our 20-minute timer. I should have done that ages ago. But it'll be a bit of a longer first episode, I guess.
Yeah. My audience knows the sort of professionalism they can expect from my videos, so.
Or it's anything like mine.
Yeah.
Just bumble along.
The long journey, it always feels like the loading of a new game. It's about as long as it would take to actually get to the star system.
Yeah. So apparently as we fly through the vastness of space, I am filled with courage. In these people I see the seed of greatness. Others may hope only to survive in this alien land, but not us. Ours will be the greatest colony to grace those shores. And I think that's an excellent way to put it.
My text, because it's gone, I'm now on the planetary screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
That's
talk too
okay.
much.
It's not a big deal. I'm sure it was something very profound. So it seems I'm actually starting landlocked here on a hill with really nothing around.
Okay. Well, I've got to decide where to place my initial, and I'm not. I've got water on various sides to me.
You are far away.
No, not really, because it's a left to right scroll.
Yeah, it's still quite a distance.
But I think I've got floatstone and titanium that I could probably pick up pretty quick. So I think I'll go towards the floatstone so it's available to me. I think that's probably the good idea, and I'll go for over here. So it won't be available to me straight away, but on the early pops it will be.
And you're on a coastline, which I always like because it's nice to explore by sea.
And help with trade routes and things. So that puts us in the map. Okay, near my buttons. Okay, good.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and head a little your way with my explorer, just so we can scout the territory between us and see what separates us.
Well, I'm already seeing some kind of explorer thing over here, so I'm going to send my soldier over to the right-hand side and my explorer down to the pod thing. So I think that's probably going to work for me.
Okay. For some reason, though, the game won't let me scroll through the left side, which is weird. It just stops. It's
maybe once we get a unit to cross over, maybe then it will attach. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it's just kind of weird. Really weird. That's one thing that I mean, don't get me wrong, I really loved Alpha Centauri. I like this game very much. But it does seem, considering that it kind of feels like a big sci-fi expansion, it does seem a little rough around the edges at times.
For my first production, I'm going to go for an old Earth relic just to get my culture rolling.
Yes,
and
that is
research-wise, pioneering is always a good one to get started off with, and that is very tempting. But so is ecology to get the ultrasonic fences up.
Yeah, I'd like to go for ecology.
Okay.
We don't have to pick the same one, of course.
But if we do,
Um,
we actually help each other discover it.
share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can stay the same. Ecology is a good one. So
I'd mainly like to get it, first of all, to be able to clear miasma, which will become. I mean, I'm sort of in the clear for now, but it'll be important. And then we can actually start using some of the stuff we have on the map. So I'd like to go there, unless you have something that you'd really like to push first, and
not really. I don't think I need to fast expand for the moment until I've done a little bit more deciding where I want to actually go. I have found one resource pod over here and one resource pod really close. Actually, I didn't spot that. I should have done. So I set my explorer away, even though there's a resource pod next to me, but I can get that later.
Interestingly enough, I get the notifications for resource pods in your line of sight, which makes sense, us being a team. I have none near my little base. So I'm not sure how I feel about my starting location. I don't know. We'll see. Lots of room for expansion or for improvement, I guess.
Well, you got Floatstone not too far away, so it could be worse.
Yeah. What do I want to do here?
So my soldier, as I said, I'm going to head off basically towards you. There's some xenomass down there that might be useful to try and grab early on.
Great.
Oh, you found a
Alien
nest.
nest. Yes. Oh, this could be the shortest campaign ever.
Oh, well, let's see where you discovered it. Oh yeah, that's pretty close. But you might be okay.
Yeah.
Just don't piss them off. You'll be fine.
Well, but we have to eradicate the aliens, right? Isn't that what we do?
Well, you can be friends. It's fine.
Well, you are the cooperative one. I am the... What the hell?
I just hit next turn. That's why that happened.
I think...
Here?
Oh yeah, they killed my explorer. That's...
Oh, that's not a good start.
Awesome. No.
Oh, and guess what? I just found an alien nest.
I know.
Yay. Although that's a soldier there, so that he's going to be a little safer. And just grab my resource pod. So I found a cache of laboratory equipment and provides 28 research. That's pretty good. And I got to find 3 more for my quest. And and the alien nest. Okay. I'm fairly safe over here. It's a damn shame you've lost someone to aliens already.
As I said, we need to eradicate them because they're evil. That's very evil people. Non-people. They're not people. They're monsters. That's it. Monsters.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and skirt round the alien nest over here a little bit, I think. Might be a good idea for me. Oh, and a resource pod next to me. This is looking good.
I think I'm liking your starting location a lot better.
I don't need... Do I need explorers to
you.
pop resource pods, or can anyone do it? I can't remember. Because there's 2 different types, isn't there?
Yeah, I think the resource pods anybody can. For the crashed, what are they called?
The crash sites, yeah.
I think there are also survey sites. See, as I said, this is how professional I am about these games. The shame about the Explorer is that it pretty much gives me nothing to do for now. Just, wait for my farm to build and wait for my old Earth relic to be displayed in public.
Okay, well, I found another research pod that gives me 15 culture, which allows me to develop my first virtue. Interesting. I could go... There's the production route, the knowledge route, prosperity and might. I quite often like the prosperity and the knowledge are both very good. But I know happiness becomes a problem. Or health, sorry. I got the normal Civ thing going, but yeah, health as opposed to happiness. I know that becomes an issue, so I might go down the prosperity route for a bit. And I can get a free worker unit here as well, so I didn't get the free worker unit like you did, so that might be helpful to me. So I'm going to go down that route. Okay, and this explorer needs some orders. That looks like it won't have much there. So let me come over to here on the left hand side and push over there. Okay. How are things looking over on your side? Looks like
They want me to build an outpost. I don't even have an explorer anymore. I don't know if these people who give me quests really know how dire my situation is. Well, not dire, but
yeah.
you know.
Well, we got a research pioneering first anyway, so that'd be a while.
Yeah.
I've grown my first city, which is nice.
Yep, mine didn't.
I think I've got a decent amount of food around my city, which is why that.
Yep, I start on a hill. That'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. My first unit needs orders. So I'm still trying to work my way over to you, but there's miasma blocking my path a little bit, so I might have to wait a turn before I can actually cross over, so I don't take unnecessary damage. So I'm gonna wait there. And
yeah, don't stop in the miasma.
I guess I'm just gonna push through here. As long as there's a gap through the miasma, I'm happy. Okay. Pretty swift first turns, but that's to be expected, I think.
Okay, so
I can't cross.
My farm is done.
I think I'm gonna have to take a miasma stop if I want to push in this direction. Yeah, I'm going to, because I want to discover where you are and join up. It would be really helpful.
My old earth relic is done, so the question is, what do I do next? The aliens are sort of leaving me alone for now, but they're of course still there.
Oh,
the initial soldiers aren't really tough enough to take them out, right?
Well, I found, well, not really. They're sometimes okay, but...
Yeah, so I'm gonna, instead of doing that, I will just hope that they continue to leave me alone for some time. And I will just queue up the clinic, improve my infrastructure a bit.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing which one of either harmony, purity, or supremacy that I'm going to end up going with just yet. I've got floatstone, I guess. Floatstone, is that supremacy or purity? I forget which is which.
That's purity, I think. That at least that gives you floatstone for free. I'm a big fan of supremacy, but you know,
I often have to.
I guess purity works
I have
as
to
well.
often choose based on what's available, don't you? There's Firaxite there.
I'm not collaborating with the aliens. They've killed my explorer. They must hurt for that.
So yeah, a bit of the damage as I expected, but I'm gonna keep pushing down. Oh, another resource pod I discovered. Good, I can go get that next turn. Well, or at least in 2 turns. But I've also can see some ruins over here that... Oh, it's near an alien though. And hopefully he leaves me alone and I can actually set my explorer up to explore the ruins over there.
Well, it might also move, unless it's a nest.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's grab my expedition then and get set up over there. This is quite good. It's not on miasma, so I won't be taking damage. Oh, and my culture's doing pretty well because I've now got another new culture, so I can get my worker unit going. Nice. And new production. I'm tempted to get another explorer before, because I've just got the free worker. I don't need 2, I don't think, straight away.
Yeah.
Clinic. I'm okay for health right now. Although the science would be nice. I think I'm just going to go for another explorer though. Because those ruins that we find are very useful. Yeah, I'm going to go for an explorer. Over here, what do I want to develop? I could try and hook up this floatstone soon, but I won't have the tech for it. I'll have a think about it. I may be able to get to the fibres, but that requires a plantation.
Floatstone also seems to give you health. When improved with a floatstone carry +3. Oh no, it's energy, isn't it? No, it's energy. Never mind. Sorry, not health. Health is the little pulse line. The other one is energy. Okay. Uh-oh.
I found a basic satellite and enough rocket fuel for it. I get a free solar collector.
I'm liking your starting position a lot.
Yeah, I'm
more
doing
than
alright.
mine.
And I got my gifts from home, so I get an extra 10 science. That's nice. Let's see if I can cross over now. Excuse me, sorry.
Bless you.
I must be allergic to floatstone. And this is ready to launch. Where's the launch button? Okay. I may as well just do it over my starting tiles for now, I think. Which should increase energy over all of the squares that it's above, which is like the currency, like the gold that we can spend, so that's good. And I need terraforming for floatstone. Maybe I will come down to the plantation now that that's popped. And next turn I'll hook up the fibre, get the extra whatever that symbol is, the gold symbol. Production. That's it, production.
Oh, production is always good.
So rusty with the game, I'm feeling like out of my depth. It's like, oh my god. It'll all come flooding back, I'm sure, once I get properly going.
Okay, it has located a crash site for me and it wants me to build an expedition there. It's a quest, which is good. You know, I'll want to do this, but not right now. I'm building my clinic still. I do have my first virtue, and now this is, I'm not really sure what I want to spend this on. What did you pick?
I went for the healthy option, the green one.
Oh,
prosperity. That's it.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with my Chinese cheap labor industrial focus, by which I mean my efficiency.
So I've got to decide whether I'm going
I'm gonna go for
supremacy, purity, or harmony right now. I've actually got to make that decision. So I'm having a look around for what's available to me. I've got Firaxite for supremacy. I got a decent amount of Xenomass. Xenomass is always easy to get hold of, though. If you don't mind messing around with the aliens a little bit. There's an alien skeleton over there.
Yeah.
But I think floatstone is my biggest option, which is purity, you said, was it? For floatstone or supremacy? I forget. I'm being dumb.
It should be purity based on the fact that it gives you 4 floatstone at level 8, I think it is.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to go purity route then. This is an interesting route to take, but it'll be fun.
That's good. I'm glad that you see the ways of my alien extermination program being correct and proper and heroic, because they did kill all those innocent people who just wanted to explore the strange new world, you know, eke out a new living in this hostile environment after leaving the other hostile environment that Earth has become. And they just moved in and slaughtered these poor people. You know, they had families. You know, we need to do something about that.
So one of the aliens has landed somewhere, the Utama, which I've noticed. One of the opponents.
I think that's the Indian guy, isn't it? I don't know. Or I think it's actually a woman, isn't it? I don't know. It wants me to build more farms, and I'm thinking I'm actually going to do that based on the fact that, you know, more food means more workers, and that's pretty much the only resource we have here. I mean, on my side of the map.
Yeah, I'm trying to bridge over across. I'm finding it hard to. I've got these craters in the way, which makes it a little difficult to explore over there, but I'm getting there.
Oh yeah, there are some canyons or rifts or whatever they're called here. There's a river. And there's some miasma. It's it really needs a lot of cleaning. Oh, I should probably click the next turn thing, right?
Yep.
He's smart.
Okay, I finished my expedition, and basically we found a labyrinth underneath the ruins. They found a few dozen interactive. Social dynamics is what we've discovered. And we discover a little bit of primary research on it. So
Okay.
that's what we got there.
That's good.
I might actually switch back my explorer, who's quite far up, and and move towards the alien skeleton. It's going to take quite a few turns to get over there, but I will attempt to. Not with this person though. With this person, and it was going to take ages to get over there, but I do want to explore it. Although it is in miasma, so maybe that isn't the best idea. Okay, I'm going to send this guy back and explore north of me then, and maybe on the way pick up this ruin. Okay, other than that, we've got an extra 3 citizens from Liqueur, and that. So, my timer did go off, so let me know when you finish your turn.
Yes. Oh, it's
Okay.
already done. The problem being I haven't got a lot to do here. I'm sure this is a very compelling video.
That's right.
That's why you go and check out Firelash's perspective as well.
Indeed, and the links to each other's channels and videos will be below. So if you've enjoyed the first episode, if you've got any comments to it, please leave a comment below on either video, because I will read both. And I'm sure Bart will also read both.
I think I can handle that.
But thanks for joining us. This is the end of the first episode, and make sure to tune in next time. From Fireweaver and Bartmoss, I'm going to say goodbye.